फ्रेंड्स, आज हम डिस्कशन करने जा रहे हैं डिफरेंट लेयर्स ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर. सो going to start different layers of this atmosphere of this topic. So please, I request all my friends, please subscribe my channel, like, share and comments. So that there are four different layers, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. Okay, before going to start this detailed study regarding this topic, actually this topic is covering the question oriented, exam oriented, that is net exam oriented question. So let's start. Okay, the different layers of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is comprised of layers that is based on temperature, and these layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and thermosphere. A further region at about 500 km above the Earth's surface is called as the exosphere. So here is the picture. It is showing the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermospheres. Beyond that, there is one sphere exists, that is called exosphere. So here you can see that uh, these spheres are categorized on the basis of temperature variation. There is different temperature variation and over the different spheres. So let's start. First of all, discussing about the troposphere. Actually troposphere क्या है? ट्रोपोस्फियर इसको ग्रीक में बोला जाता है ओवर ट्यूनिंग, ओवर टर्निंग. सो इट इज वेरीज 0 to 10 kilometer height from the earth's surface. Here the temperature decreases with height, that is approximately 6.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer. Okay, due to adiabatic cooling. Strong vertical mixing, here different activities is going on in this troposphere, and strong vertical mixing is happening in this layer. It contains more than 90% or 80 to 90% total mass of the atmosphere. It contains almost all atmospheric water called as wet, so it is called as weather layer. At the end of the troposphere, here is a layer is called tropopause, and it is the connecting layer between troposphere and stratosphere. Okay, so tropopause, what is its significance? It is very cold boundary between the troposphere and stratosphere. The start of temperature inversion. ओके, here start टेम्परेचर इन्वर्सन स्टार्ट होता है. सो कैसे टेम्परेचर इन्वर्सन क्या है, इसके बारे में एक अलग डिस्कशन करेंगे एक अलग वीडियो में. So it's a fast moving high altitude wind called a jet stream swirl around the planet near the upper boundary of the troposphere. Okay, so most of the activities, atmospheric activities happening in the troposphere. There is raining, and jet stream is also commercial jet stream flying, and day-to-day weather activities is happening in troposphere. Okay, then we come to next. Here temperature is decreasing, that is up to minus 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, the temperature is decreasing up to minus 50 degree Celsius. So then we come to next question, next stratosphere. Okay, you can see that stratosphere is in accordingly Greek it is called as laying flat, and it is varies from 10 to 15 kilometer. Here temperature is increased with height. You can see the temperature is increasing. Okay, that means it's minus 50 degree at troposphere, and when it in the stratosphere, the temperature is increasing and the graph is bending towards right, and it reaches up to minus 2 degree or minus 2 degrees Celsius, we can say. Okay. Minus 2 degrees Celsius, say plus 2 degrees Celsius. So what is the significance of the stratosphere, and why the temperature inversion is the major activity in the stratosphere? Because due to the absorption of ultraviolet radiation by the ozone. Okay, here is this is the layer. This is a light layer is present. This is the ozone layer. What is ozone? Ozone is a triatomic oxygen. Okay, and it is the concentration of ozone. It is a layer present in the stratosphere, and its significance is it absorbs the ultraviolet radiation that is coming from the sun, and for that reason the temperature become increases, and uh, so temperature inversion is happening. Okay, the temperature inversion, that means stable layering, reduce vertical mixing from this point the vertical mixing is reduces up to stratopause. There is a layer, there is a boundary layer that is present between stratosphere and mesosphere. There is a boundary line that is called stratopause. Okay, upper end of the temperature inversions. Okay, then we come to the strong horizontal wind blow in the stratosphere, but there is a little turbulence, and this is ideal for plane that can fly in this part of the atmosphere. The stratosphere is very dry and cloud are very rare. Okay, okay, then we come to next atmospheric layer. Okay, then it is called mesosphere. So what is mesosphere, and we'll discuss about it. This is called as middle layer, and it is varies from 50 to 90 kilometer above the earth's surface. So temperature decreases with height almost diabetically in the upper part of the closest part of the atmosphere, and the mesopause. What is mesopause? Extremely cold layer that is can there is a boundary line between mesosphere and thermosphere. Okay, here is mesopause we can found. It is a boundary layer between mesosphere and thermosphere. Okay, then we come to the what are the major photochemical species are oxygen, ozone, water, singlet oxygen. So we can say hydroxyl ion, then methane, H2 peroxide, H2O2. Okay, so these are the photochemical species they are found in this layer. So the mesosphere is collocated with D region ionosphere, and the lowest portion of the partially ionized plasma blanket that surrounded the earth. Okay, as you know that we are discussing about mesosphere. Okay, here the temperature again start decreasing with increase in height. We can see that. So here is a layer we found that is called D layer, so D region of the ionosphere. Actually, there is no separate sphere that is called as ionosphere. Actually, ionosphere is varies from mesosphere to thermosphere. Okay, that is very from mesosphere, lower mesosphere to higher thermosphere. So these there is different regions are there of the ionosphere. We'll discuss next slide. So next slide is, or next, that is ionosphere. You can see that there is the mesosphere. uh, this is the D layer, ionosphere D layer, that is E layer, in that is present in thermosphere, and F layer, which is the upper part of the thermosphere. So actually, what is ionosphere? The Earth atmosphere contains a series of regions that have a relatively large number of electrically charged atoms and molecules. As a group, these regions are collectively called as ionosphere. Okay, there are three main regions of the ionosphere called the D layer, the E layer, and the F layer. These regions do not have a sharp boundary, so they do not have any sharp boundary, and the altitude at which they occur vary during the course of day and form season to seasons. There is no particular boundary, they are forming in season to season. There is no particular altitude. Okay, for forming this layer, then we come to next point is the D region usually forms in the upper part of the mesosphere. So sorry, I earlier told that it is a lower part. Sorry, it was the upper part of the mesosphere. Then while the E region is typically appears in the lower part of the thermosphere, and F region is found in the upper reaches of the atmosphere, upper reaches of the thermosphere. Okay, so next we come to thermosphere. So what is thermosphere? Thermosphere, it is the hot layer because it present above the 90 kilometer from the Earth's surface. Strong temperature increase. What are the peculiar characteristics of this thermosphere? Strong temperature increases with height due to absorption of ultraviolet radiation by oxygen and nitrogen. Extremely thin atmosphere. Okay, extremely thin atmosphere. Temperature high but almost no masses. Energy content is low. Okay, no defined upper end. It has no any defined upper end. So we'll what are this summary of this atmosphere? So these are the regions: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. This is the altitude range, that is 0 to 10, 11 to 15, 52, sorry, 11 to 50, 50 to 85, and more than 85 or 90 we can say. It varies up to 800 kilometer, that is thermosphere. When you come to the temperature range variations, in the first troposphere the temperature is decreases up to minus 56 degrees Celsius. Then temperature is increases further, that is due to the presence of ozone layer, that is up to minus 2 degree Celsius. Then again in mesosphere it again decreases with increase in altitudes, that is up to minus 92 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in the last sphere, that is thermosphere, it is the temperature is become increasing in nature, that is increases up to 1200 degrees Celsius. Okay, thank you.